What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck? Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Week.
Hello everyone and welcome into the show. Welcome on in each and every one of you cowboys, you ninja turtles, you orcs, you Spider-Men. Of course we have our detectives and our airbenders. Get on in here, each and every one of you. Get on in here, have a seat, pull on up a chair, and get your cowboy hat on and your horse on. Because why'd you put your horse on top of your cowboy hat? You get on the horse, you put on the cowboy hat. Follow me here, everyone. It's a mashup of all mashups. Everyone, each and every one of you are here. Hello and welcome. Welcome on in to Hunt the Week, your weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet League that we know, love, and play in. This is Marvel Superheroes Week 3. Wow. We are halfway through this thing. It's a hoot and a holler and a half. And get your hat and your horse on and get on out here because we got some packs to open. Yeehaw! Oh man, we need another cowboy set. I'm too excited already. Give me a cowboy set again. Hello everyone, I am your host with the most, your Don John DeMarco, your Goku or Go Home, the Pride of Mardu. And I ride at dawn. And I ride with my horse on, with my hat on. I am an 8-time top 8er. I gotta stop this. I'm an 8-time top 8er. 2-time league winner, 1 time. I did a weird intro for the podcast I'm going to regret later. Hello, welcome into the show, everyone. What a fun time we're having. What a fun time I'm having. It's Wednesday. It's early show. Why? Just is. I got some things I want to do tomorrow. I don't want to be super busy, so I'm going to get the show done a little bit early today and free up tomorrow, Goku, to do some things. But I'm having a great time in Marvel Superheroes, and let's talk about it as we kill a god.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny God.
That's right. As I record currently, 5:15 p.m. on Wednesday, a little early, so this is still going to change. Wow. I'm just saying, I'm starting right off hot. 7-0. Timo 728. I think possibly the first 7-0. I've seen 6-1s a lot. I don't know that I've ever seen a 7-0. Maybe there's been one before, but congratulations. Wow. This is your superhero and then villain top 8. Superheroes, number 1, Nick A. Nistar, 12-3. Number 2, Luciano D. Vexisto, 11-3. Tim A. Flavatog, 11-4. Zach M. Marillium, 11-4. Chris P.R. Dark Dragons, 11-4. Tim O. Zevin28, 11-4. Lucas M. Finley 2K1, 10-2. Jared C. Waffle Tiger, 10-3. Holy shit. That's a scary top 8. That's a super scary top 8. Let's look at the villain standings here. Number 1, Caleb G. Why not? 11-4. Number 2, Adam S. Wisma, 10-3. Number 3, Jewel S. Frostsaber, 10-5. Number 4, Daniel G. Frisky Hobbit, 10-5. Number 5, John P. Goku or Go Home, 10-5. Number 6, Mike R. Powerful Falcon, 9-2. Corey S. Sea Dog, 9-3. And Alex W. Imperial March, 9-5. Currently there are 77 villains and 95 heroes. A couple heroes have moved to the villain side. Maybe 2, I want to say. I think 1, at least 1, but maybe 2. So we're getting a little bit of movement here from heroes to villains. Villains still seems like the softer side. More people that still have games to play on villains, but also you got 3 9-win people currently in the top 8 in villains, and 9 wins gets you to 14th place on the hero side. 20 more people in the hero side, so it's a little bit harder to get on top. How is it going? What's going on? Let's talk about it. It's going great. Currently, I read my name, number 5 in villains, currently in the top 8. in week 3, 10-5. Great place to be. 4-1 week 1, 2-3 week 2, 4-1 week 3. It's working out. It really is. I have opened 1 pack this week. It was Marvel Superheroes. Other than that, I've been opening Turtles packs when I can. I got 1 Spider-Man pack. I have opened 0 Hero packs. It looks like Jacob C., Mr. Mathman from Quandrix, just posted something about how TMNT is the best. And what's the best, and the winningest set to choose. And here's the thing. I said that 3 weeks ago on the podcast, everybody. If you're listening to the podcast, you hear me talk about how I took Turtles right away, how I think it's a good set, how I think it's a strong set. I think that's neat. I think that's cool. I also think it's a good set, and I don't know. I'm enjoying Marvel Superheroes. I don't really love my deck. It's fine. I'm still doing that thing where I'm playing a ton of practice games. If I'm sitting around and there's nothing going on, boom, practice games. It's Jacob P., not Jacob C. Sorry, Jacob. I play a lot of practice games, and I don't do great in my practice games, but it helps me change my deck and figure out what I want to do differently. I actually added a color at the start of this week after playing a bunch of practice games, and then went 4-1. So, practice games help, even if you're not just learning your deck and weird interactions or seeing other people do weird interactions, or knowing that, I shouldn't kill spell, you double block me with the scroll that taps for mana on another thing. I shouldn't just kill your other thing, because now that's going to pump your scroll up, and now I actually lose combat. I should have killed the 1-1, and it would have been okay. There's weird interactions to look at. It's an interesting set. I think it's a fine set. I don't think it's a great set. I don't think it's a bad set. I think it's a fine set. And I think it's a fine league, at least so far. I am enjoying it, as I do each and every league. Of course, we have a song from Kevin I., Kenny 1993 to enjoy this week. Kevin's been taking us through the Infinity Gauntlet in song. This week we have Thanos and his snap. He's here to balance the universe. The song is called Mercy.
Pray for me now. Dies irae, dies illa dehera. That day.
Pray for me now.
Solvet vos in favela. It will dissolve you into ashes. Pray for me now. Pray for me now. Pray for me now. Maledictus eris.
Deli in the living, settle in the cost. Read the sacred number, half of you are lost. When the fear sets in, let us start again. I'm the stillness you've been starving for. Isn't it a comfort given? I will love you most the hour it all caves in. Not for kingdoms, not for gold. You will bear the universe. Now I gather every soul. I'm the only one who bless the ones you love. Feel the way my mercy justifies the cause. Listen while I preach it to the faithful. Raise your final hymn a little grateful. Give me your surrender. I can be the God you kneel for. Ibrius and Umbro. Drunk in shadow, you can turn away. Don't you see I'm here to save you? Now the reckoning's wild. I'm all you have left, and I'll be your mercy. In eternal forever crown, hear a whole world shout my name. Thank you for the dying, every death become a gain. Odds I never make yo with a cure. The fever makes it sure. Promote that full death. You were only ever born to be the cure. Don't you let it show. Bury all the dread, the terror and the greed. Keep it locked inside your head. Your extinction feeds a deeper connection. Apomento. I'm the only one who bless the ones you love. Feel the way my mercy justifies the cause. Listen while I preach it to the faithful. Raise your final hymn a little and I'm like, drunken shadow, you can turn away. Don't you see I'm here to save you? Now the reckoning's wild. I'm all you have left, and I'll be your mercy. Woven through your world now, too late. You're the harvest now. I will set you free when she smiles down on me. Listen while I preach it to the faithful. Raise your final hymn a little grateful. Give me your surrender. Once I set the heavens all on fire. Drunken shadow, you can turn away, yeah. No one's flying in to save you. Now the reckoning's wild. You're down on your knees, and I'll be your mercy.
It's almost done, beloved. All it takes is this.
And thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. Let's follow that up with Buster's segment of the week. First of 3 or 4, probably. Where Buster's going to be doing some Player of the Year stuff. Player of the Year countdown, Player of the Year get excited. We're hyping everyone up for Player of the Year. Couple more leagues left till the end, right? And then we're doing Player of the Year. Now, are you qualified? Awesome. If not, there's time. I'm qualified, barely, but I am right now, and hopefully I can stay that way. Buster said with a couple of months left until Player of the Year, but still enough time for literally anyone to qualify, this seemed like a good opportunity to build some hype for it and gain some insights for those of us that have never participated. Buster came in the last year. I think this is Buster's first Player of the Year. For the newest players, you may not even know it exists. As one interviewee, Nick A. put it in the worst things about Players of the Year because only a few people were in the tournament, and I feel like that's often less engagement from the rest of the community. So let's try to remedy that. Tim O. did recommend people try side quests if they want to some of the feel of Player of the Year but haven't qualified. The first thing Buster asked was what people thought was the best part of Player of the Year. Generally, there were 2 elements that people liked: the callbacks to previous features of AGL and the high level of play. Tim O says, I enjoy the multi-leg tournament style and the higher tier competition. It's the best of the best here at Player of the Year. For Nick L. of Nickeled and Died fame, he noted, Player of the Year is a higher level of competition and comes with significantly more oomph to it. The entire roster is people who have either proven themselves good enough via a record, winning a league, or whatever other qualifying methods the LC implements. It's neat to see the mechanics of previous leagues make a reappearance. We don't know the rules for Player of the Year. Every year they're a little different. Last year, it was a callback to all the leagues before, and I think that is actually probably the best it's been. Evan C. points out that fun formats that reflect the previous leagues in the AGL play season. Nick A. stated that the best thing is usually the format, which they come up with. They go pretty wild for these tournaments, and that'll mean getting to use a lot of cards and sets. And finally, Michael B., the Monkey Mage, says they enjoy the competition and tight games, but also that it feels relatively casual. It is Player of the Year. It is the biggest tournament of the year, but it's still a nice, casual environment. Hell, they did Brawl last year in Player of the Year. Who remembers that? Who remembers that controversy? Tune in next week to find out the biggest weaknesses and areas of improvement for Player of the Year. Thank you so much, Buster. Buster is giving me free work, and I appreciate it. Busters, I do talk about Buster a lot, so sorry for the people that are tired of me talking about Buster. But he's one, such a nice dude, and two, I love the help. And I love that he just comes to me and he says, hey man, what do you want me to try and do this week? And maybe I'll throw out an idea. He throws out an idea and then he comes back and he just gives me some good content. And that's what I want. You know, I want that he's talking to people in the league. He's my man on the street. I love it. Thank you so much, Buster. And thank you, Kevin, for the song. Thank you to everybody who's a part of the community, who listens to the show. You guys are the best, man. Without you, I mean, I wouldn't be doing this. So keep being who you are and keep me keeping on because you guys are so great. And we have a great guest this week. So please, let's get to him. Let's talk about it. as Destiny arrives.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
That's right. This week, Destiny is arriving for Ryan. With Ryan? Is Ryan the Destiny, or is the Destiny coming for him? I don't think much about what the segments mean. Although I did, if you're on the super secret side server, I asked for fun Marvel drops, and this came from somebody. So thank you, whoever recommended it. Ryan H. Kitchen Finks. Not Kitchen... No, Kitchen Sinks, not Kitchen Finks. Oh my god, Ryan, you're killing me. He's been on before. He came on about a year ago. He came on when he just came into the league. He was doing great, and he made a top 8 then. He made a top 8 today. Well, recently, this week, last couple weeks, and he won a league. He took home Set League, the last league that we did, the set that we built and brought together, the Ram Through League. It was a good time. It was a great time. We all built it. We loved it. It was fun. It was unique. It was interesting. And Ryan won. Ryan won a big tournament, big mega draft. He beat the guy who won the other mega draft. Ryan's just the best. Super nice guy. Lots of great Magic talk. Please join me. Listen to my interview with Ryan now. All right, everyone. This week, Destiny arrives with none other than Ryan H., a.k.a. Kitchen Sinks. Welcome to the show, Ryan.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, happy to have you. Good to have you back. You come on once before, but this is your first big league win, and we got to get you on. We got to talk about it.
Appreciate that. Yeah, it's glad to have gotten some results. Nice to just I just enjoy kind of the social element and the playing, but then when you can win, that's gravy, right?
Right. It shows that you're getting better, right? Like to have that kind of result. And it also it feels good to win. It feels good to win, does it not?
Yeah.
And I'm sure, you've been in a good amount of leagues now. This is like I said, your first win. You've been eyeing this for a while, I'd have imagined, waiting for that next mega draft, that next big chance to take it down.
I think it's more been just putting one foot in front of the other. I've enjoyed just the way that they organize and structure the league so much that the gameplay of building the sealed pool and then kind of being invested across the season has just kept me coming back and kept me playing. And so sort of just a result of that, I guess, is you get better at the sealed league play, right? And then can win some stuff. So that was sweet.
I think so too. It's one of those things that it's hard to come into the AGL specifically, I think, and do really well right away, just because it's so different than what so many people are used to.
Definitely. Yeah, I think there's a learning curve. I see a lot of players still especially when I only do the bot to find matches, unless it's an emergency. And there's only a few people that have maybe they can play matches toward the end of a season. But I see people where they will lose a match and then they'll just refire immediately, refire the bot immediately and queue into a match. But I think it's really beneficial to look at the pack that gets generated and really take time to see if that kind of opens up a new strategy or some changes that you can make. Usually you're at least going to get some consistency pieces. And so taking time to reevaluate your pool every time you get new cards has helped me a lot.
Yeah, I think that's something that can get lost really easily. We do a lot of these leagues where you have a great set and then you can kind of tune your packs around your pool, and then it's hard to think maybe I should change colors, maybe I should do this other thing.
Yeah, one thing I like to do when I'm at the office, because I recently kind of switched roles and I'm just spending a lot of time at a desk and sometimes there's downtime, and so just going through my pool and just playing around, adding and removing cards, kind of seeing what's open to me, and then gold fishing some hands or playing against an arena bot to kind of just see how the deck plays. I think it's been helpful, and it's helped me get some results in regular sealed too, because I take that extra time to, if I'm firing one of these arena directs, I will you know, put a show on maybe in the living room and just kind of just play with my pool for a while, just like build decks and like look at what the curve looks like and the colors and just kind of see what strategies are open to me. And I think it slowing down and like actually like building the pool, I think has helped me a lot, because there's just stuff that's maybe not immediately visible. That, you know, I think it's easy to say like, oh, you know, I got some dud rares, or my color, I only have, you know, these colors like super deep in my pool, so I'm gonna just jam this deck. But I think it can be very beneficial to just take some extra time and really like analyze your pool in a regular sealed event, or, you know, in AGL, like between packs, for sure.
Let's talk a little bit about Set League. You know, here we are. We just wrapped it up. You're the big league winner. Congratulations, of course, 1,000 times. You're wonderful, Ryan. What made this your league? What was there anything special or different about it? It sounds like you've got, you know, a good trajectory of your playstyle growing and getting better. But what was different here?
Yeah, I think this set was more, you know, it was very cohesive. There was a lot of support for, you know, some archetypes and some overlap between them. And so I really just like to build the most synergistic deck I can. And it's, you know, a deck is like a machine that you put together yourself, and it functions a certain way. And so sometimes that's a little bit looser with, you know, with some sets or some combinations of sets where, you know, especially if you look at like Marvel superheroes, it's a lot of it is just like stats, you know, it's just like how much mana are you spending for your removal, like what are you know, what are your opponents casting, and then so it's more about just like raw power. But I think with this the build a set league, it was a lot about just, yeah, like kind of building that machine and making your deck function as well as possible, and pull off cool synergies and strategies.
Did you
So
have
go
cool?
ahead.
Did you have cool synergies? Were you
Yeah,
a ram through deck?
I was not. So I started the league with Mardu. I had like a Yan Jansen, I think is what he's called. He
Oh
like,
yeah.
you sack a non-creature artifact and you get artifact creature. You get like 1/1s, and then you sack a not you sack a creature and you get treasures. And so I had that, and I think I started with some reanimator synergies as well. So there was the Edge of Eternity's reanimator guy that reanimates skeletons,
Mhm.
and then it was oh my gosh, I can't remember, Chthonic Nightmare. And so I just built this really sweet deck early with kind of all the Mardu stuff. And yeah, just like really cool engines, got to recur a lot of value and bring back like my, you know, quality cards. And so it was really fun, like synergistic pile that, you know, could grind games out, but could also put out a lot of pressure and kind of end the game. You know, there was some inevitability. So that gave me good results early. But then kind of as the league progressed, and people kind of like added some power to their decks, it just really couldn't compete with like some of the stuff these like blue decks were doing. Like
Yeah.
I remember I think it's Ryan M, right?
Yeah. Rern.
He had like Uro and like Oracle of the Alpha, and just like a really super cool like value game plan. But he also had this really sick pivot where he pivoted into like a black white deck if you if you could outgrind him, or he didn't think that if he thought that was too slow, he like pivoted over to black white. I remember a game like really late in the league where he just like out aggroed me, which was kind of funny. But but yeah, you know, it was hard to keep up with that kind of like that level of card quality, and so I switched over to Boros toward the end of the league, and that kind of helped me get, you know, the rest of the wins I needed to qualify for the mega draft.
And you make the mega draft. Take me through that. Take me through the mega draft and the league win. Your draft deck looked really sick from what I got to see. Looks like it was like a blue white kind of flicker deck.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So when I hadn't drafted this set before, I had kind of looked through a couple times, and obviously had been playing it when when packs got generated. So I knew roughly like what some of the archetypes looked like. I think, I had seen some people in the chat toward the end of the league kind of reviewing some of the issues with the set, or like what they would have done differently, which was interesting to see. But one thing was they kind of talked about how blue-white feels kind of overtuned, but then of course like the Gruul stuff, especially like the ram through stuff, can be very oppressive. And so going into the draft, I was thinking I would, kind of lean more toward one of those strategies. That's just depending on what I opened up. And then I think another piece that really helped me kind of level up with the mega draft was it was a long time ago, back in Edge of Eternities, but I've done one other mega draft. And normally, especially with like value sets where, it's not so much about like curving out, putting pressure, making sure you can remove your opponent's threats. It can be more about like implementing cool strategies and leveraging synergy. I tend to stay like maybe too open. And so I think I started the league with a reputation, like especially like the first year or so playing AGL, I had the reputation for being like the 5-color guy pretty early. In any league where I just kind of like jam soup piles, which I've dialed back a little bit nowadays. But that first mega draft I played in Edge of Eternity, I drafted kind of a soup deck. And I realized from that experience that, the decks that everybody else are going to be drafting in the mega draft, when you get like 5 or 6 packs to really, draft a deck, it's going to be a very, it's going to curve well. It's going to have great card quality. It's going to have synergy. And so it's going to be like a good deck,
Yeah.
And so I kind of realized that, just having the value and maybe, out muscling your opponent with card quality wasn't going to be enough to win a mega draft. And so I really just was trying to think about like a strategy I could find an angle on. And so I leaned toward like blue-white early. I think I picked up some like just kind of like blue value cards early, like some card advantage, maybe some interaction. And then as the draft went on, it seemed like the Blink deck was open. I think the first pack I was trying to do like an Is It thing. So I picked up some like red removal. I picked up like the Galvanic Blast and the Thunder Magic. And so I kind of ended up like, kind of just like falling into Jeskai, which worked out pretty well actually, because a lot of the like flicker pieces wheeled, and then I was, and then I just got like some good pieces for the deck and some fixing for the deck. Like I picked up Prophetic Prism and some like a couple of dual lands, and and so even though it was 3 colors, I was still able to maintain a level of like consistency. I never really had actually, except for in the finals, I didn't have any like hands I just had to ship back due to mana issues. And so, just like synergistic, curved out well. It had the fixing, it had the answers, and it had a really good like assertive game plan.
I mean, it sounds great, and I know it played great because I saw most of Tim's side, and Tim's deck was looking pretty juicy to get through some of the stuff that he got through.
Yeah, I was worried about that because I had I had asked I think it was Jack, about the finals, and found out that we're not doing another draft. We're going to do just 1v1 with our with the decks we finaled with. Mm-hmm. And I was looking at Tim's deck, and it looked like it was gonna just rip me apart with all the with all the edict effects and all the hand attack. I thought I was just gonna fall over, but turned out I maybe it was a card quality thing. I think maybe my deck was just like a little bit more a little bit higher card quality, but also I did sideboard very early on, as soon as I can. So I think match three and after, I sided out a lot of like the flicker pieces, because I was thinking he's probably going to keep, he's going to keep the efficient removal in, and he's going to keep like most of the edict effects in if I have creatures he can hit. Mm-hmm. I think level 2 probably would have been him siding out the Marauders, which he may have done. I actually haven't seen like the replay, but I had all these, 2-drops. They'd have an ETB. Like if you have a Thraben Inspector on one, and then your opponent like a Cursed Marauders you, it's not a huge deal, right?
Yeah,
and so I think that just lined up really well, and then I just made my game plan more about like outgrinding, because I felt like I could do that, and then less about the sort of like flicker strategy, and I think that ended up working out pretty well.
Hey, I think it worked out pretty well too. Here we are talking to our set league champion, Ryan H. Kitchen Sinks.
Yes, sir.
Let's move topic just a little bit. We'll talk about Marvel superheroes. Again, congrats on your big league win. You get an emote or a sound clip. Think about that. People always overlook that. Please don't.
Oh, cool.
Forget that. You get a cool little fun extra prize, Ryan. So let your stamp on the server be known.
Gotcha.
But let's talk Marvel superheroes. How's it going? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? What's your strategy? Let's talk shop.
Sure. Yeah. So if we're talking, I mean, I have some different thoughts on the set itself, and then I have some thoughts on the league. So I guess maybe we're more talking about, since this is a podcast about
We'll start with
league we play, right? Yeah. So with the league, I think I still haven't like fully wrapped my head around I haven't really like mapped out the hero versus villain mechanic, but I just I think I like the hero sets a little bit more, and so I've just been picking those. I think I've lost 2 or 3 times at this point, and each time was just was a hero set, and so winning the coin toss is kind of nice.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that the fact that it is a Marvel superheroes league definitely means a few things for just the overall texture of our sealed league, and it comes with like some of the inherent issues that set has, and so it does feel like blue and white are just like kind of dominating any games that I've played. Like it's either like a blue-white mirror, or I just feel like I'm able to like have better card quality, at least early. That can definitely change as the league goes on. But yeah, I mean, I opened good like blue and white cards, and that's been going pretty well for me. And then besides that, I like the sets that have been included. Like there's some like all-time sets that I enjoy, so I'm glad we're able to kind of revisit those. But yeah, I guess aside from that, I may be a little bit less invested with this league coming up for a win. Maybe I was like chasing for a minute, and then now I'm kind of chilling.
Hey, you're allowed to chill. You just got that big win. Qualified for Player of the Year. It takes a lot of pressure off you when you finally breach that hump, and you can kind of say, look, that's me. I'm a league winner. I did it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think it's interesting that you like the hero packs. I like the villain packs so much more. I like the villain packs.
Oh, gotcha. I really like Lord of the Rings, and I like playing Murders at Karlov Manor. MKM has a lot of really good like blue and white bombs and
That's
like
true.
decent blue-white cards. So yeah, I do. And then I guess Last Airbender is it was kind of a nostalgia set for me. I liked the show as a kid, but I actually haven't picked any of those packs yet. I've been more motivated to pick either like Marvel superheroes itself or one of the other two.
It's funny because blue white was really good in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Also, I really did not enjoy. Oh yeah, I guess I'm just kind of. I don't have any wrong decision I can make as far as like hero packs.
Yeah,
but personally, like Spider-Man and TMT have not been my favorite sets. I think Spider-Man's probably my least favorite set that they've come out with, and then TMT got really stale for me quickly. But I mean, I can understand why they would be included in a league like this because, definitely from a flavor perspective. And I think, a lot of the archetypes definitely mesh. So I don't think it's like a design issue. I just think it's a personal preference thing.
I think so too. I think everyone's got different opinions of what packs they want, and some people want packs that they think make their deck stronger. Some people want packs that they're just nostalgic to play. Some people just want to. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of different answers as far as like what packs to go after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing I've learned, like I've been playing a little bit of like Texas Hold'em poker, and so been reading. I guess there's a lot more like at least like actual like books written on like Hold'em. Like it's hard to. There is a lot of like good writing on Magic strategy, but maybe it's not so much like an audiobook form or anything like that.
Yeah.
But one thing that stuck with me in like a recent sort of like book I've been reading is like people are going to have their own motivations for making making their like decisions. People don't always make like the optimal choice. People are going to be people. And so if it's something that they get enjoyment from, or even if their reasons don't match up with like your reasons, that's fine.
No, that's
so
great.
however they can enjoy the set, and however they want to build their deck, or like get their packs, that's totally fine.
That's right. It's all about having fun. I think it's
Yeah.
easy to forget because it's people want to do well in
Mm-hmm.
league and everyone
Mm-hmm.
wants to min max, wins more than fun. But you're gonna have a better time if you're just playing the deck that you want to play, doing the thing that you want to do, rather
Totally.
than doing the thing you think you should do, you know?
Right. Exactly.
Well, you've been in a good amount of leagues now, Ryan. I would love to know. Give me a hot take. What's Ryan H. Kitchen Sinks? What's your league hot take?
Yeah, I think maybe kind of building upon what we said earlier. I think the leagues are more fun if you don't necessarily like gamify it, like maximize the value and like go for all the, like the optimal stuff. I think if you are just, you play your matches, if you like stay invested and you build your deck every time, every opportunity you have to change, like you're gonna have more fun than necessarily like trying to find like being like there are ways to kind of angle shoot in this league. Like there are certain strategies you can kind of use like with the meta game, or like just the nature of like pairing up against people. And I think I think that makes it less fun.
I think so too. And it's also like, I mean, how much time and effort are you gonna put into it? It's a $10 league.
Right.
You get back store credit if you win. Yeah, sure. Put 20 hours of min maxing into it, and sure, do it. Go put all that time into it. We'll see how happy you are with that.
Exactly. Yeah, I just think I don't know. I think we all need to be like friendly and understand that like this is a community, and so anything we can do to like foster that and then encourage each other and be positive is more important than any sort of like, competitive advantage or performance.
I love that attitude. Be positive, have a good time, play some Magic.
Yeah,
AGL, Kitchen Sings. We got some great league questions for you, Ryan. You ready for your league questions?
I'm ready.
All right, we got some good ones. A lot of set focus questions, so I hope you remember. We got a lot of set talk.
Gotcha.
First question is from Kenny W. Niv Mizet. What were your card submissions for set and why? Did they play out how you hoped?
Yeah, so I kind of missed the boat on that. I remember reading that we could submit
You didn't?
cards. Yeah, I didn't submit any cards.
Oh my God. You won the league and you didn't submit a card?
I know. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at like the top, top like 16, and I just saw, there's like two of us that had blanks next to submitted cards. And yeah, that was kind of sad.
Okay, I'm going to jump down to Johnny's question. If you could have 3 cards put in the set, what 3 cards would you add?
Yeah, go back in time. Yeah, I think probably just like more blue, like grindy value cards like that. that deck I mentioned earlier that just had like the Uro, the Oracle, the Alpha. Those kind of cards are just really sweet to me, and yeah, just probably more of that.
Just big value, bluey.
Big value, yeah.
Like what? A creature, a spell? Do we want like that big like six
Oh.
mana counter, make a thing, do a thing?
I think I'm kind of looking for something that's a little bit like more efficient, but maybe some like engines. I wish I could think of some cards that I like. I guess I'm blanking right now. But
So you would go more power over like favorite cards.
yeah, maybe. Well, maybe not so much like I think cards that facilitate like a grindy game plan that can like just like take over the game, but aren't necessarily like like a 6 mana haymaker or something like that. Maybe a little bit more like insidious with the value.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Our next question is from Buster S. Huster. If you could add 2 more sets to Marvel Superhero League, 1 hero, 1 villain, what would they be?
So I think something that would really fit with the theme and maybe support artifacts if we were to cut something like TMT, like we could do Brothers War, and these are just like sets I really enjoyed playing. So I was thinking like we could throw Brothers War in on the villain side, and then like Dominaria United on the hero side, because you get that like bonus sheet with like the legends from history, and also like DMU is a super like soupy set. So I just add more sets that I enjoy.
I
But I
like
think that
that.
they would help support kind of like the archetypes that are like prevalent across a lot of these sets.
No, I like it. I like it a lot. Bringing some stuff that you like and also bringing some more fun things to the set. More options is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Zeke W. Smarty Platypus. If you could remove 3 cards from set, what would they be? And would you rather remove them or would you rather add in the cards that you were never able to?
I think removing like being surgical and removing 3 cards would definitely be very impactful. I think there were a couple of cards that really shaped how the league played and I'm sure shaped the mega drafts. Specifically, I think like there's the green kind of mid-rangey beat down decks, and then there's these like white that are either like go wide or value decks that were primarily like the best strategies.
Mhm.
And again, I'm like a soupy value player, and so I guess we could look at taking out Ram through, maybe swapping it with a different like fight or bite spell.
Mm-hmm.
We could, I don't know if I don't think Pack Beast is an issue, but it's definitely like a solid card. But maybe some of those cards that like support that like go wide or like value white archetype would be like reasonable cuts. Probably be more fun to like add cards though, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. Because we know how it played at this point. So if you're taking stuff out, you're kind of fixing it. If you're adding stuff, you can also kind of fix it by adding some fun, cool stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Just have more like fun, cool stuff. Always sounds good.
Right, and then add more. Get some more soup going in there. Oh, it'd be great.
We got a stew going. Yep.
Our last question comes from Chris Y. York on Games. Adding on to Buster's question, which 2 sets would you take out? 1 hero, 1 villain from modern superheroes, and why?
Yeah. So I kind of mentioned like TMT got stale. It wasn't really like an all-timer set. I think I'd rather keep TMT than Spider-Man though.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously if they started Marvel superheroes and didn't have Spider-Man in the mix, that would probably be, the community would definitely be scratching their heads. But if I had like complete control, I'd probably take that one out from the villain side. And then LTR, like I really enjoyed playing Lord of the Rings. Like it's one of my like favorite sets of all time. But I guess I'd probably cut that one of the three, just because like there's a lot of mechanics in Lord of the Rings that I think you have to have kind of a critical density, like the tempting and some of the amass stuff, and it's just like there are a lot of like very distinct archetypes that you kind of have to lean into, and so I have I think 2 Lord of the Rings packs at this point, and it's like I have 2 tempt cards that I could play, and I'm probably not going to play them because a lot of the like power budget is in the fact that it does let you tempt, but I don't have enough tempt cards for that to matter.
I just remember that set being so aggressive, and like it really locks you into red.
You were like a red black or there was a, oh my gosh, Boros, right?
Yeah,
red white. And it's just because like you could, the curve was brutal in Lord of the Rings, but I think as the set kind of went on, you could get a little bit soupier. I think black was like undeniably the best color, and you could kind of do anything with it. It's just like the card quality of black across the board was just really, really high, and so you could play like the more assertive strategy, or you could try and disrupt the other decks and like get go a little bit later, maybe play your bombs.
Yep. But hey, 2 have to go, and 2 have been cut by Ryan.
Yes,
I like those choices. I do. Well, Ryan, that's going to do it for the interview this week. Again, thank you so much for making time, for coming on the show, for being in leagues again and again, all the way going back to Edge of Eternities and before.
It's always nice talking with you. And I do really enjoy these leagues, and I just appreciate so much like the work, everybody, like the league committee and everyone puts into making these work and making them be as like enjoyable as they are.
Well, hey, we appreciate people like you being in the community that, 1, know how to play really well, so we all get better playing against you, and 2, you just want to have a good time and have such a good positive attitude, right? Like that's what we need. We need a whole 400 more Ryan H.
We gotta get the word out. We gotta recruit some more people for sure.
And again, congrats on your league set win. Good luck in Player of the Year. Get all your accolades and all your wonderful things. You're the best of the best. I bow down to you over and over again. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And good luck in Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
Again, Ryan's awesome. Everyone in the community is so wonderful and so good. And if you liked the interview with Ryan, go back and listen to his last one, where he got all the normal, hey, when did you start playing Magic, and all those questions. I usually ask that the first time, and the second time, they don't get those questions. You want to hear those answers? They answered them. Go back, listen to them. You'll feel better about it. You'll be happy about it. And a big congrats to Ryan. Please do an emote. Do a sound clip. What was the last new emote we had? What was the last new sound clip? People don't do them, and I want people to do them. It's a prize. You want it, collect it. Okay? Please. Or not. Let's start donating those to people with podcasts or something. I don't know. Let's figure it out. I hope everyone's enjoying what's going on in the Discord and the server this week right now. The AGLDL has been doing Modern Horizon 3 Remax drafts. That's been super fun. I did a couple of those on a day off. I had a lot of fun doing that. That's really neat. The rotas are going on. I think they're getting close to wrapping up if they haven't wrapped up already. The floor will be back at some point. I don't know that Steve fixed his probability calculator. He said it would be up a week ago, and I don't know that it is, Steve. So please, someone tag Steve and go, hey, where's that thing, man? I wanted that. I wanted that, Steve. We all want that, Steve. Even though it's hard, and I'm sure it's a lot of work, and you're so busy for everything you do. Thank you, Steve. Thank you so much, Steve. But I hope you guys are enjoying the league, the set. Get excited for it. Get out there and be a part of the community. Win your games, and maybe even come on a podcast and talk about it with me. Please, I could use some guests. Please, come and help me out. I can't have Buster on every week, even though I'm sure he would do it. Well, I hope everyone is out there enjoying it, having a great week. Until then, we'll see you next week. I hope you get to keep a good 7. I want a good 7 so bad. I hate going to 5. I'm skipping right over 6 because here's the thing. If I go to 6, there's a good chance I'm going to 5. It's just how it is. I don't know why. And I hope that shuffler's in your favor. You ever go to 7? You ever have 7, right? And it's like 2 lands, and you're like, man, it's close, but it's not there. And then you go to 6, and you're like, this has no lands I can't keep. And you go to 5, and it's just the same hand as the 7. You're like, man, I should have just kept that. It's still 2 lands. It's still not good. Only now, like, I feel bad. I feel bad that I tried now. You know, sometimes you just have to risk it for the biscuit, as those kids say. And the kids are saying that so much around here. Every kid. I walk down the street, and I got like 4 or 5 kids. They run up to me, and they go, hey, mister, risk it for the biscuit. Why is there a hat on your horse? Who put the horse on? These kids are wild. And I hope that shuffler's in your favor, because I got one good card in my deck, and I really would love to draw it helps somewhat. We'll see everyone here next week on the pod. Until then, I guess this is Go Home.
Do you want some, mate? I'll give it you. You want some? You want some, do you?